You know, when the kids were younger and Grace and John were fighting, at one point, I gave them 2 knives and said, "Go ahead, kill yourself." I never peeped. But I did have a thing when I was going to school there because I'll admit I wasn't I'm not the healthiest guy. I had issues, but we were in Cambridge, Mass, at a place that would be unprohibitively expensive now, but it was owned by the school. There was a building right across from us, and there was a family in the building, and there was I don't know, older. I'm gonna say she was in her 20s. This girl, and they wouldn't put the curtains down, and I would just be waiting for the girl to take her, to undress for the night, and I mean that's terrible. But I did spend a lot of hours looking over there. You just sit there for hours. You're going like, oh, okay, come on, please.
On the side of caution when she's joking around with a 16-year-old girl. I mean, that's just obviously ridiculous. No.
What is being cautious with a 16-year-old?
Yeah, I mean, we're 2 girls. I mean, like the fact that
if we were talking, they could talk about like, is penis size important? Let's just say, right?
Ben, shut the fuck up.
Like you'll say this is provocative. I think a lot of the sexual predator priest stuff is overblown. I think a lot of those kids were gay kids.
I think you're
I think 14-year-old whores who go on a mingle and are hoping to see a penis deserve to encounter.
I do think women are largely whores, but I wouldn't speak from my own experience. I've had several homosexual encounters, but I've not had any gay sex. Yeah. I got somewhat molested by a beautiful girl when I was visiting my friend Joe Shabatoni. I loved it. I mean, she was beautiful. I think of it.
Go off a
tangent. The fondling.
What's with the tangent?
Are you trying to say you got molested by a younger woman? Did you just?
No, she was old. She was old. His older sister. She was gorgeous.
Joe Sabatoni.
Yeah. And his mother sort of agreed with him. It was crazy. Totally crazy. Nothing to do with YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He found some, whatever. This is when his mother was. I mean, this isn't really like YouTube, right? So he was convinced of this somehow. I think his mother was telling him. So he went through his sister's phone and she sent me something. A teenage girl will send something. Maybe it was an emoji of a.
I think
eggplant
phrase. It was,
really
"Hey, can you come up here and bring that big dick with you?" And
right.
Plant emojis.
Yeah.
I have no memory. I don't know.
Saying, I think I'm the most sexually normal guy in the world. I was told I have someone who goes to my chat who's a 16-year-old girl, and I was told like it's really, really a problem. I was like, what would be the problem? I chat with her. I would meet her in person. I would tell a 6-year-old girl that her dress looked pretty.
Ben.
I'm a pedophile in the Greek sense, Mike. Lover of children. I love children, especially girls.
Ben.
I love children, especially little girls.
I think you should be less ambiguous about that.
And I guess you could call it flirting, flirt with little girls and say like how pretty they look.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, I think that's your problem, guys. A normal man loves to flirt with a little girl and say, "Are you
flirt with little girls? You fucking."
What's wrong with him?
It depends what you mean by flirt, but yeah, like flirt. Yeah, like say like, "Aren't you a pretty little girl?" Oh, my kids were little. I very much loved their little bodies, and I pinched their butts and all that stuff. That was very touchy feely. I think you're crazy if you're not, but I'm not.